Hello! Hello, happy Tuesday. It is time for story time for kids and adults with Tamarin and Ted. Ted managed to take his wig off yesterday. He fancied a change, didn't you? And with spring being officially sprung, he's gone for the sort of floral look. However, I'm in a bit more of a kind of noir vibe right now, so you may think that I'm a cat. I don't know, but actually I'm a raccoon. Just to make that crystal clear, raccoons are very different animals to cats. Although I suppose both of them like bins. What do you think, Ted? Yeah, no, I think they both like bins. Yeah, I suppose cats are more domestic. Yeah, I've never met a raccoon. No, well, nor have I, but I think they're quite cute, actually. Anyway, it's time for story time. And I don't know if you saw my video yesterday, kids, but maybe some adults did. Hi, Shoshana. Hi, everybody. But I did say that I've actually had an idea that although it's been really fun to read out all these picture books for you, and I've got one more today, that I'd quite like to read out some original material. So if anybody has written a story, it can be about anything, but like a short story, so maybe something like 10 minutes or maximum 20, maybe 30, but like the shorter the better really, that I'd really like to read them out. And give you a shout out, and if you've got any illustrations I can show everyone the pictures as well. And yeah, so I guess from tomorrow I'll be reading out people's stories, which will be really fun. But for today I have got this little gem. I'm trying to read that. It says Lettermen. Yes, it's the Lettermen, the wobbliest jelly in the world. Oh! Who likes jelly? Ted? Yes, I like jelly. I don't really like jelly, so if we go to a party, I'll give you my jelly. I promise. Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, no problem. Right, so this is the wobbliest jelly in the world. It was nearly lunchtime in Letterland, and as usual, the Lettermen, who hadn't had anything to eat for over an hour, were very hungry indeed. Can you see what that spells there? All the different Lettermen, when they stand together, they spell words. Shall we do it? H-U-N-G-R-Y. Hungry. Very, very hungry. At first, their kitchen cupboard appeared to be completely empty, but by standing on tiptoe, they could just reach the packet of something or other at the back. Ooh, there they are. Tiptoe. And yes, they are right on tiptoe, aren't they? Getting to the back of the cupboard. Has anyone been getting to the back of the cupboard at the moment? My cupboard's starting to get a little bit empty. I'm going to have to brave the supermarket soon. But what did they find at the back of the cupboard? It was a jelly. And by the look of things, it was a rather special jelly. In fact, it was the wobbliest jelly in the world, as we shall see. Oh, look, it's called Tremblo. Ooh. And what have they spelt there? Jelly. But as you know, jellies don't make themselves, which meant the Lettermen had to get busy straight away. Otherwise, there would have been nothing at all for lunch. There they are together, team effort there, making the jelly. And what does, we better go do all these words. So we've got don't know if you can see, that's a s, y, busy. They're very busy making the jelly. No matter how hard they try, Lettermen just don't seem to be able to do a simple job like mixing a jelly without getting it all over themselves. Oh dear. There they are, mixing it up. Yes, I'm a bit like that in the kitchen. Who else is very messy in the kitchen? Oh yes. What a jelly this was going to be. A great big beautiful wobbly orange jelly. Some Lettermen even began to wobble a little bit just thinking about it. Ooh. That guy's getting quite excited about it. Okay, so what did they do next? So they made the mixture and then they pour it into the shape thing. What's the word I'm looking for? Receptacle, anyway. After a while, they got it out of the fridge where they had put it to set. But because it was shaking too much, they had the greatest difficulty in carrying it to the table. Ooh, there it is, shaking away. It's a very wobbly jelly. Oh, it's all backwards. Yes, it is all backwards. That's because I've got it on my selfie camera. Oh dear. Well, you'll have to take my word for it with the letters then, won't you? In fact, the jelly was so wobbly that any Lettermen who went anywhere near it began to wobble just as much. They just couldn't help it. And guess what? Outside, the whole of Letterland had begun to tremble. The Lettermen's house, the birds, the trees, even the clouds were wobbling away like anything. Oh, look, there they are. I know it's backwards, but that now, you see, you get to learn how to read backwards with this story. That says tremble. But look, can you see the house, the clouds, and the bird? They're all trembling with the jelly. Suddenly, with an enormous plop, the whole jelly simply exploded. It had wobbled itself into 1,000,000,000,000,000,000 pieces. Oh no, look! Look, the jelly's gone everywhere. Oh dear, the Lettermen don't seem very happy, do they? Oh no, it's everywhere. What a mess. There was jelly everywhere, and there were Lettermen absolutely covered in jelly everywhere too, although I don't think they minded all that much. Oh, can you see there? Look, there's a mountain of jelly there, and they're eating it as well. They're sat in it and they're eating it. Oh dear, that's very messy indeed. And let's do some more reading backwards then. Spells mess. Yes, it is one big orange mess. But now they had to clear up. And there's only one way that the Lettermen knew how to clear up all that lovely wobbly jelly, wasn't there? Right. Indeed, as I thought, they're eating it all. Eat. Yes, they're eating it all, aren't they? Oh, the end. Well, I wouldn't say I've ever been as messy as that, but then I haven't eaten a magical jelly. So I suppose if that happened to me, I would probably eat it too. What would you do? Have you done any baking recently with your parents or with brothers and sisters? I have yet to make a cake, but I think I'm going to make a cake tomorrow. And, oh, it's quite naughty, isn't it? Does anyone get to lick the bowl when they make stuff at home? Maybe you'll be allowed. That's one of the best bits, isn't it, Ted? Oh, Ted, your headband has slipped down. Oh, yes, do adjust it for me. Yeah, I am. There we go. You look so pretty. Oh, thank you very much. That was a short one, but it was a goodie. Like I say, that's my final book. I don't have any more. So it really is time for you guys to send me in some original material. Me and Ted really want to hear it, don't we? Oh, yes. It would be great. And maybe Ted will tell a story at some point too. If I'm feeling a bit tired, maybe I'll get him to tell a story. He's never done that before, but I think you're ready. Yeah, well, I'll give it a go. Yeah. So like I say, anything, maybe 10 minutes, that kind of length is perfect. And we will read your stories. I'm back again tomorrow at 6:30. And I'm also going to be around on Thursday doing my kind of adult stuff. Heavy science, short history of everything, where you can just jump in and out of chapters. It was fascinating. Yesterday we learnt about quarks or quarks. I'm still not 100% sure how you say it. But yeah, I hope you're all doing good wherever you are in the world. I decided today that I had been way too bored and living in limbo. Who else has been bored? Anyone been a little bit bored sometimes? And so I decided, and it's not like me, I made myself a timetable. Which was quite an unexpected move, but it's not sort of very strict. It's just tasks that I can do or things that I can enjoy doing throughout the day. And today has been the first day of doing that. Bit of meditation, bit of yoga amongst housework and other bits and bobs. And actually, for me, having like a list of things that I can turn to already there, instead of having to think up things all the time to do, has been quite useful. So I'm gonna continue with that, but these readings really help me too, because I get to tune into you guys. I feel like I'm being useful. I'd really recommend it if anyone does like reading stories. Then it's a really nice thing to do. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. I hope you're all well, and if you're not quite well right now, I hope that you're okay, and I hope you get better soon. All right, lots of love from me and Ted. Oh, and from Yusuf the Unicorn and Mr. Robin. So sorry, I forgot to introduce them in case you didn't know all of the members of the studio here. Yeah, Ted likes to kind of co-present, but Yusuf the Unicorn and Mr. Robin in the back there, they're a little bit more shy, but you know, it's nice to have them here. Oh dear, I think it's getting to that point. We're in week 3, aren't we? I could just go on and on. Prattle on and on, but I'm gonna call it there. All right, have a lovely evening, guys. See you tomorrow, and send me your stories. Comment below here, send me on Messenger, send me a document, send me pictures of whatever you've written, or a Word document, however you want to send it, and we will connect. All right, lots of love.